Hello, so welcomes everyone, Antwolf here with even more Pillars of Eternity. Where we last left off, we just left the ruins of Clearban Realag, and here we are now on our way back to Defiance Bay. Should we stop off at the Stronghold? I don't think there's any reason to do so. We've assigned Hiravias, who we've never actually looked at properly. On a grand adventure, we have Frisk staying once again in Cadnuria. We've paid our hirelings. Are we constructing anything? In 1 day, 1 hour. The curio shop. Good, okay. Yeah, we need to go back to Brackenbury. By the time we get there, our party will probably need to rest up, but that's fine. And we can reveal the Lady Webb the circumstances we found. And hopefully she'll be able to shed light on where we need to go next. So we've arrived in the afternoon. Or in the evening. Hour 21, yeah.
Sure.
We'll rest up. What's this called again? The charred barrel.
Hello.
Actually, show me your menu. Do we have anything to sell? We do. You know, I totally forgot we had miscellaneous equipment that we could probably sell off. Exceptional breastplate. We'll keep the exceptional breastplate. We may as well. Got quite a few lockpicks now, which I suppose is good for us to keep a hold of. Oh, Bob. Try and keep all the unique equipment. I never know when we may need it. We probably won't, but it'd be nice to have nonetheless. Gonna keep some of the leather armor so we may be able to enchant it later on. Oh, a lot of these cultist hoods. I don't think they can be enchanted. No, they're just there. We'll keep one. And I think that's it. We have maximum camping supplies. Yep, that's good. Oh, we didn't even rest up.
Good day to you.
Let me see your rooms. We'll take the +4 intellect, why not? It may come in handy in conversation. While we're sleeping, I will have a sip of tea. Oh, and the curio shop was complete. It's a good thing our workers work all the way through the night, 24/7. So next we have either the Artificer's Hall or the Botanical Garden, and then we're done. Let's make our way over to Dunrid Row. Was there a house here I hadn't visited? Yeah, Raymond Manor. We actually hadn't... Oh, House Dominel as well. We hadn't popped our head in. House Dominel is kind of the crime syndicate. I suppose if we visited there, there may be a quest we could pick up, but they kind of don't like us, and probably for a very good reason. Just don't like the way they do things. It's Sarah. Sarah's body. Still a bit, every time I come back here and see that, I kind of just kick myself. Shouldn't really complain. I just recently got the achievement for killing 1,200 monsters and NPCs. Actually, yeah, we're rather close to level 10 now.
Yeah.
Let's see what Lady Webb has to say.
How fares your search?
There's something new I can tell you about the Leaden Key operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Enrifian machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been. The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed. However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange.
I see. Well, we are quite well known for the Knights of the Crucible and the Dozens. The Dozens are really going to be pushing against Animancy though, so we probably don't want to tell them that Animancy isn't at fault. Unless we could probably convince their leaders to think otherwise. I don't think they would listen to reason though. Huh. Knights of the Crucible would probably be more open to agreeing that Animancy isn't to blame. Anyhow, I want to discuss the Animancy hearings at the palace.
What of them?
Wouldn't they allow a guest of Dunred Row into the hearings?
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest. It seems our organization has a reputation for nosiness and manipulation for whatever reason. It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
What is there to know about the Duke?
Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits the throne. To the frontiersmen, he is one of their own. To the patriotic, he is a sole descendant of Admeth Hadrit. To the nobility, he is from an old and established family. All of these are half-truths or exaggerations, a tale he has spun around himself. The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people. He knows when they are sincere and when they lie. He knows when they are strong and when they are weak. The other matters he leaves to me. Outwardly, he prefers to come off a bit of a simpleton. Don't be fooled. Before he was a duke, he was a trapper, and an excellent one at that.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. We'll tell you how it goes. Farewell. No doubt, though.
Yeah.
Lady Webb will probably find out how it goes just after the announcement's made. I say it would be interesting to us to maybe court the dozens and make them see that Animancy isn't to blame and maybe change their whole opinion around. But I think the Knights of the Crucible is the easier option, and that's what we'll go with. It may make the convincing the Duke harder, because the dozens will then be shouting down at us. Oh, wrong button. But we'll see what we can manage. It would be faster to go that way, but if we walk out this door, it basically looks like we're walking into First Fires. I forgot what the commander's name is. I think it begins with a C, but don't hold me to that. On the positive side with the dozens, when we went to find their weapons, the weapons for them, we realised that they really dislike Engrifian technology. Because they were looking for legendary weapons, but those weapons were imbued with the souls of other people. Ah, Commander Cliver. Did we open this chest? We did. How may I be of assistance? I understand that the Crucible Knights are attending the Animancy hearings at the palace.
Indeed. Duke Avar looks to the Knights for prudent counsel as well as defense. I suspect our future as a city and a nation will depend in no small part on how we handle this matter.
What do you think about Animancy? We'd be fools to not investigate it further. I've seen what those researchers in Brackenbury do. Building constructs, diagnosing soul maladies, harnessing raw essence. There's great potential. Detractors say it's too dangerous and that it angers the gods. Superstition and nonsense. There are risks to delving into souls, of course, but the greater risk lies in doing nothing at all while the legacy eats away at us. Tell me about the hearings. They're progressing slower than I'd like. The dozens raise a ruckus whenever anyone so much as mentions Animancy, and the Dominels are obfuscating matters on purpose. Nevertheless, I'm confident Eivor will see reason eventually. If possible, I need an audience with Duke Eivor. I would like to attend the hearings. As a guest of the Knights? Given your ties to those troublemakers at the Expedition Hall, I'm afraid that's out of the question. Let's try again about that info. Wow, he's really set in his ways. So because we are known to both the dozens and the Knights, Cliver's basically going to put his foot down and say no, which is understandable, but stupid without even asking our opinions on Animancy. Knights are a bit close-minded. At the same time, we have spoke to previous members of the Knights who believe they're basically peacock nobles now, rather than actual guardians of Defiance Bay, I suppose you can call them.
Next time I get the chance, I'm buying you a pint. That means a lot, Adair. Oh, do you want one too? Sorry, I meant for Isselmere. I'll get you one too.
And that in mind, and let's go to Copper Lane. I really don't want this turned around when he turns around and says because we're friends of the Knights, they won't allow us to attend, because that only then leaves the people, the House Dominel. And they don't like us to start with, and I don't really want to go in as part of a crime syndicate. I wouldn't be pleased with that at all. But hopefully we can get in on this hearing. I wonder why House Dominel's managed to actually sneak in into the hearing. From what we've heard, they're just not very good people, but I suppose they may have people, like, they may have groups that have a lot of influence here in Defiance Bay. Just a quick save. Wayne and Casley nods your way, while his eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? So the dozens are part of the Animancy hearings at the Ducal Palace?
Someone's got to keep the blazing Crucible Knights from leading us all to ruin, and the Dominels certainly aren't doing their part. But Wolfgren's still a man of the people. He's always been sensible in other matters. He'll hear us out eventually.
What are your thoughts on Animancy? It'd be our downfall if we let it. Kithrin meant to meddle in matters of the soul, and it's only fools that can't see it, or troublemakers that won't. And I suspect we've got more than a few of those vying for the Duke's ear. Cheats and frauds looking to profit from a disaster. In your opinion, Wayne, how are the hearings going? Morley tells me it's a rough fight. The Duke's looking for any means he can combat the legacy, and everyone knows the Knights are working on him in the background. As for the Dominels, I can't tell you what they're up to. Probably taking coin from the Knights to keep this whole farce going. So Wayne, what if I told you I was hoping to attend the Animancy hearings with the dozens? It'd be good to have you there under our banner. Someone's got to convince the Duke to abandon this folly. The Duke will hear the truth about Animancy from us. Well, I kind of feel like a dick. We're going to be going there as a part of the Dozens contingent, and then basically stabbing the Dozens in the back when we tell them that Animancy is not involved with the Hollowborn. At the same time, though, as I say, this isn't a terrible thing, because if we can turn them around to, well, the truth, basically, Animancy can do a lot of bad stuff. Let's activate fast mode. We probably go out this way, that's fine. It's quicker. We're going to Brackenbury anyway. Yeah. Animancy could be used for ill, but it's not actually causing Wydrin's legacy. I keep taking our time when we're moving between screens because I expect that someone, or maybe the Len Key, will step in and try and prevent us from attending the hearing. Kind of like the assassins that were here last time. Hello, Lyra. You weren't here last time. You must only appear during the day. Let's travel back upstairs.
How fares your search?
If I'm going to do this for you, I think it's time you told me everything you know maybe on Theos.
I've told you everything you need to know.
It's kind of like a Jedi mind trick. But not everything you know.
It's only right that you know everything. When I was younger, before Dunreed Row, I had many suitors. These were fine-looking men of good stock, but I could see their thoughts, and they were unimpressive. Boys' thoughts. I toyed with their affections. I resented all of them. And then I met a man whose mind was a mystery to me. But he understood me. He knew me at a glance, told me things I didn't know about myself. He was neither handsome nor charming, but he was all I ever wanted.
You're talking about Theos.
We made a game of my gift. He would ask me about people, and I would tell him what they were thinking. Sometimes the information was very sensitive. And then one day he asked me if I trusted him. I said I did. Next I knew I was donning a silver mask and swearing oaths to Woodica. Using my gift for the leaden key still felt like a game to me, so I did it. I did it because it pleased him.
But it didn't last.
I don't like living in the dark. It's a powerless, hopeless feeling. Every day I did things without knowing their purpose. Every day I loved a man without knowing his thoughts of me. I sensed that there were things he wanted to tell me. I sensed that he knew everything the leaden key was created to hide. But Theos was unyielding. One day I disappeared without a word. He would kill me for it, and I knew that. It's their rule. I just wanted to see him plunge the knife, because then I would know. But the day never came. He has left me to wonder. I have devoted my years to learning everything I could about him, in hopes I would find some clue as to who he really was, and why he felt he had to keep his secrets locked away. I have precious little to show for it. Just an old woman nagged by old thoughts. And that is truly everything I can tell you about Theos. I hope you will accept this embarrassing story as a show of my good faith.
Indeed, I'm kind of sorry you brought it up, but I appreciate it nonetheless. At least it makes sense, because at the same time, our character, in a previous life perhaps, also worked for the Leaden Key in some aspect, and we were trusted and spoke to Theos regularly, it seems. But anyway, that's another matter. We want to discuss animancy hearings at the palace.
What of them?
The dozens have accepted me into their delegation.
Of all the groups, it is the dozens that the Duke fears most. If you have their ear, you will most certainly have Avar's. You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the Leaden Key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for a special day. If you hurry back afterward, there may be a little left for you. Off with you. You're going to do very well in there.
Farewell, Lady Webb. I don't know it, but the way I read into that, we're not going to see her in this living world once again. I just want to call that now. That's what I think. You sometimes, like, I could be wrong, but sometimes reading into things, that seemed like a very final speech. But we'll see. I've been surprised a few times in this game so far. We'll end this video here, and in the next video we will travel to the Ducal Palace and speak to Avar, the Duke here of Defiance Bay, and see how this hearing goes. Hopefully we can convince them of the Leaden Key's operations. So, this has been Antwolf, and I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care. Feel free to comment below, let me know what you think, if you so desire. And I will see you for even more of the series as we progress. Until then, bye bye now.